Allegedly, it's just the word allegedly. It's what I heard allegedly. It's on the street allegedly. I sing to the beat allegedly. Allegedly, allegedly, it's what I heard allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue allegedly. It won't help you allegedly. 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 Bitch, one of you was flat. Sure was, honey. Sure was. Hello, hello, hello. And how is your Friday going? I'll tell you, my Friday has been quite interesting. Carlos King is on somebody's podcast, mispronouncing, slurring, Quitman's mic. However, I believe that he is working at Kyle's behest because he's putting out a certain narrative. He says, hold on, let me listen. Mm-hmm. You're always something. Hold on. Where did it go? Somebody actually sent me something relevant, and now I can't find it. Basically, he's putting out Kyle's version of events with the Dorit nonsense, which I'm not surprised at. He's saying that Dorit and Kyle are faking their split for the show. That's what he's saying. Meanwhile, Crystal Minkoff, her husband just ran into PK, and he said it wasn't faking it for the show. I'm sorry it took so long, but I just had to make sure I was getting you the right story. But yeah, I think Carlos is giving out Kyle's version and also attacking Dorit on Kyle's behalf because that's what Carlos would do. That's what Carlos would do. So I'm not surprised that he's inserting himself in my storyline because he can't imagine not the fact that this is eating him up inside. The fact that I went to BravoCon where you were missing Miss Bang, and I became the star of the arc of the episode. So, of course, you'd have to swish your sorry, sissy self into my mother effing business. Because this is clearly my business. This is Rogers and Richards, darling. Rogers and Richards. Girl, no, Kyle, honey, I am Kyle's storyline. I am Kyle's storyline. And now Carlos King, after the fact, is trying to come and attack Dorit. Not that I'm pro Dorit, because Dorit called me a troll, so attack away. But you just have to bite. Showing up like, my God, I cannot believe Alexander Diane has a storyline. And again, this would have been a chance for him to be like, oh my God, look at one of our YouTubers. Look at Alexander Diane being a plotline. But nope, he kept his mouth shut. He kept his cigarette mouth shut. I have some wishes for him, but they're not things that I can say publicly. Not publicly. Oh, God. Kiki Palmer, baby daddy Darius Jackson says he barely knew their son's birthday. He barely knew. Sing along with me. The brain is small and the belly's fat. Why would you get pregnant by that? The brain is small and the belly's fat. Why would you get pregnant by that? The brain is small and the belly's fat. Why would you get pregnant with that? I want to know. He barely knew his son's birthday. Well, we barely know him and we barely care. We barely care. But yeah, y'all got to start keeping these embarrassing fathers to yourselves. To yourselves. I understand these men are cute and they make you feel like you want to get pregnant. But just remember, the brain is small, the belly's fat. Why would you get pregnant with that? Dorit, I'm talking to you. The brain is small and the bankruptcy's large. You calling me a troll? Who do you think's in charge? In other news, we have Brynn Whitfield shading Jeff Lewis. Brynn Whitfield shading Jeff Lewis. Girl, don't pick fights you can't win. Don't pick fights you can't win. Honey, this is an old, tire-lipped sissy. You ain't gonna beat this bitch. You ain't gonna, honey, I ain't gonna step to a sissy like that. Not no asshole lip sissy. Not a sissy with a prolapse round they lip, baby. You ain't gonna beat them. I'm telling you right now. Category is mouth. Also, girl, he been working on Bravo forever. And Sirius XM forever. Him and his friends run all. Hold on, that's Siri came on. Him and his friends run all the shows, all the podcasts that you need to promote your product and promote your storyline. Baby, if he never mentions you again, you are dead in the water. You need sissies like that. Don't burn that bridge because Jeff Lewis is really good. Is really good at being like, oh, okay, bitch. He will embarrass you as he already has. You already ain't a fan favorite. You are not that girl. But you see, even Kenya Moore don't mess with him. None of the Bravo girls mess with him. Please don't start because you will be off the show before you know. And honey, you don't even know if you're getting a second season. You need to be looking at Summer House or maybe Winter House. But girl, this is not the one you want. Not the one you want, and baby, that ain't what you need. Your show is already tanking. Like, I haven't watched New York. I'm 5 episodes behind. And maybe that's what you're trying to do. Like, maybe if you pick a fight with Jeff Lewis, you think people will watch the show. Honey, the answer is no. The answer is absolutely not. Speaking of absolutely not, Katie Maloney reveals she quit Vanderpump Rules months before the reboot was announced. Katie Maloney, you haven't added value to Vanderpump Rules since season, I'm going to go out on a limb and say 7, 8. You have been coasting on the fact that you are a white woman that kind of looks like Neve Campbell. You have been coasting on that. You are not special. You are not funny. You are not bright. You are not interesting. You are not charismatic. I try to think of something positive to say about you, but I don't have that kind of time to waste. I quit. Oh, Lord. Heather Gay wrote a new book. Heather Gay reveals in Good Time Girl that Sharif Shah tried to kiss Monica Garcia during a private meeting off camera. Do we want to hear more from Heather Gay? I don't know why she's writing another book. I mean, you're rich. Do you need, like, you got a good business? Leave the books for the girls that need them. Wait, why am I freezing? Okay. Leave the books for the girls that need them. I don't know if I'm here for this. I mean, honestly, we had a couple episodes without you, and I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. But Dorinda Medley and Margaret Joseph say that they're bickering on air and canceling that show isn't that deep. It's just housewives being housewives. I don't know if housewives being housewives means y'all F up the money and you miss out on a New York show after you done paid for everything and now you got to give them people their tickets back or come up with another date. And then you embarrass your poor sissy, Pavos Penderis or Pende. I don't know. I don't know, honey. Somebody, he got a little traction out of it. I got more traction out of being on Beverly Hills 8 times in the same night. But his Cuban heels got some mileage too. They got some mileage too. So I'm happy. A housewife fight lifts all tides. Oh, Lord. Well, I guess those are today's top stories. From this bottom, does anyone have any questions about my starring role on the Housewives of Beverly Hills? Or any questions in general? We can have a little Ask Alex open forum if anybody wants to jump on in. Is Heather Gay a person or do or do bros kitty cat? Yes, Heather Gay is the oxen-like woman from Housewives of Salt Lake City. She's no longer large because she's on Ozempic, but she's still very boxy. She's now built like a slim linebacker, but still like a lot of head and shoulder. Like it's thin shoulder, but it's still bruiser. January 15th, God willing. We'll see if the GoFundMe can get there. Actually, let me drop that link in. Let me drop that link in. Because we're a bit further from the goal, but I know we'll get there. How is it co-hosting with Heavenly, and when is the next episode? Next week, and I enjoy working with her. I enjoy working with her, and there is a story behind the scenes. Ooh, I wish I could tell it. I told it at Empire Live because I knew nobody was recording, but I promised Heavenly that it would never go that far, so I'll never tell it on YouTube. Do we get a pay-per-view for outside the US? For what? Ravi needs to comp my no, Bravo needs to comp me for BravoCon because I am one of the best commercials for BravoCon ever. The fact that I went to BravoCon and now I'm a plot line. Kyle is beating me like a dead horse. Dorit's calling me every name in the book. I feel like I'm there. I should be at the reunion. Oh, my comedy show. Do we do a pay-per-view for my comedy show? I will figure that out. They really do. Bravo needs to give me all access at BravoCon. Give me a little panel. Give me a panel. I am happy, and a stipend. And a stipend because it is expensive. The clothes are expensive. I saw they sent one creator, so I'm gonna have to try to get some press and promo so I can get there. That's why we got the change.org. Hold on. That's why we have the petition. Copy link. Let me drop the link in here. At least a per diem. I just want to be dressed. I just want to be dressed. But I do. Let me check my internet connection. Okay. But I am having such a blast being a plot line. But I guess that's all the topics for today. It's saying my internet acting funny, and I don't know why. But I'll see you soon for some.